What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoki review and this Double October review, we're taking a look at, well, one of the bad guy suits from the second season of Double O. And it is the HG Gnz-003 Gadessa. And this was actually one of my favorite ones from the Innovators, or Innovators, depending on which way you want to look at it, because of course we finally draw the difference near the end. But either way, and it is the one with the big gun. Basically how you're going to remember it, because as we'll learn here in a little bit, there were many versions basically of this particular suit. This is pretty much one of the progenitors of the GNZ, so it's the 003. We'll be looking at least one more, but we'll see some of the evolutions, and I'll go over that here in a little bit. Okay, so you got 00 logo there. You've got an enormous beam effect happening here, particle effect coming out the back. Of course, this thing is powered by a GN Tau drive, not an original GN drive, hence why it's orange particles, not green. And Gundam HG 00 there. Actually, very nice artwork. And I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite suits so far of this particular year, so it's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on with the box here. And it is illustrated by Naochika Morishita, of course, one of my favorite artists, and that is a good reason why. I gotta love that. So, come to the bottom, you got GN Mega Launcher. So that's basically what it's called, GN Mega Launcher. And you see that it's kind of groping it right there. It is a very powerful weapon. It's pretty much right up there with the one on the Virtue or the one on the CeraV. You know, pretty much was there to match that. Also, pretty much as long range as the 00. Okay, it looks like you got another hand there. You got images from the anime. You got the weapon actually open. You've got dots on the shoulder. I don't know what's going on there. You got arrows, can do things there. And you've got more anime images. Now you've got I can dash. Yay! You can got GN. Got lots of GN in action. And you got HG, all the things. Thing can go in different directions, whatever the heck that's supposed to be. Coming out the back side, I don't know what's going on there. And you've got feet, and you've got stand. By the way, it does come with a stand, you gotta love that. And hey, it can go on a stand. You already told me that. And you come over here, and it is number 30 in the line. Repeat of the box art. No website, because it didn't exist way back when. And of course, another shot there. I forgot they actually came into Atmosphere once. Now, there were actually, I think, doing my minor research, I think there might have been two different versions of this thing, or at least two different color schemes. So this one is just this one. And you got it right there. It is part of the A-Laws team, GNZ-003, 24.8 meters tall, with the feet down, 21.4 with them up, 60.4 tons, GN weaponry. You get the rear shot there, of course. The only thing we don't have here is, obviously, the green bit there for, I guess, camera. This thing didn't come with stickers for that, sadly. And you got to read it up right there, but it's in Japanese, and I'm not, so sadly, can't read that. And, of course, repeat of the box. Actually, it's not the box art. That's actually different artwork altogether, I think. Huh. Or if the box art just expanded? Kind of hard to tell. No, it actually looks like new image. Hard to tell. All right, so a little guy with a toilet. There's your little warning for right there. We'll shoot a 3-year-old in the face because, well, she's evil like that. And 1,500 yen. Yay. Nice, affordable kit. New 00 bad guy suit. Still upside down. Things don't change, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, guys, so here is the Gadessa out here, and I actually enjoyed this suit. So after you get done building a bunch of the Gundams, or if you get done building a bunch of Jinxes, this thing is kind of a breath of fresh air. And that might have been teasers, because I kind of forgot the order of things. So, it does come with a lot of stickers. So these shoulder blades up here are all covered in wraparound stickers. You got stickers for the front and the back, but at a distance, honestly, you can't tell that much. Otherwise, they would be this brighter teal color. You do have to apply quite a lot of gray stickers, so like here, not stickers, but paint, here, 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 all of the heres, down here. Actually, this is a sticker in and of itself. I keep forgetting because it's actually decent. The foot there would be a black sticker. I don't recall, but they might have had stickers for these vents here on the legs. Something I did forget about, I missed it until the end. This should have been gray in between these side skirts. You do get black stickers for the little circle bits by the head. The entire face plate there with the blue and the eyes is one sticker. The visor up top is a whole sticker. I like the alien look, so if you like turn the head down, you don't see the normal eyes. It looks very, very alien. And you turn it up, and it is pretty cool. Actually, looks a little Transformer-like. I dig that. On the back, not a whole lot going on back here, except for a little bit more paint back here on the butt skirt. That's actually unnecessary, but I think it looked better. And the repeat of the thrusters for the shoulders there. Now, there's one cool thing. This thing is actually evolved from not an A-Laws, but a side story Gundam that I didn't even know was a thing. So there is actually a Gundam Garm. It's a GRM, is what they call it. And that's where these big shoulders come from. It's where a lot of the dimensions and stuff come from. There is no kit for it, though, sadly. So I was hoping maybe we'd get one of those in the future. Or maybe down the line, I could even maybe make a custom of it, scratch build a little bit. Because it has a lot of the same details that this... It's the next version of this. Like, it really does spawn off a lot. So this thing is the 003. We'll look at a couple more down the line, maybe just one more. But also, this thing does evolve more or less into the Raphael Gundam. Gotta scooch it over just a little bit here. So down the line, you can see how it can evolve. You can see the thighs are the same. Most of the leg is very similar. Below that, you even get some similarities in where the feet are designed. You can see vagueness between the shoulders, the raised up collar, and as we covered when we did this review, it is based off of the remnants of either the Gadessa or the Gadessa. Either way, it's a GN thing. Actually, the arms are virtually identical with the exception of the elbows. You can see there. So they keep the same design, a little more compact, a little less stretched out, but very, very similar. So this guy, or girl, technically speaking, does eventually get around to making this a reality. So that's pretty cool. And just for the heck of it, because I had to get it out anyways, there's the Cervi with its big old guns. Which will look, like I said, I brought it out by accident, but it will be coming up here in a second. Now, she does come with the stand, so for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stand. Now, one thing is, a lot of these kits, actually, almost every one of these kits that I'm looking at this month, have a crotch peg cover, and I basically threw them all away. It's like, I'm never going to use that, may as well leave it off. So, accessories, you do get the stand, always fun. You do get this cool open hand, and I wanted to go ahead and put that on here just because it's pretty cool. As for articulation, the head is on a double ball joint, if I remember correctly, because some of them are on a ball joint hinge. I think this is a double ball joint, so you can go all the way around. Can tilt quizzically side to side. Can tilt all the way look all the way back, look down. So be like, I'm an alien. And the shoulders are on ball joints that are in here, along with, it's kind of a cool compound shoulder. So this pegs into here, which has a ball joint, and then this pegs into the actual shoulder joint. So there's an extension here where the shoulder armor is attached out here and can do that. And then you can raise the arm out this way and go back, and you've got a high ribbons. Basically. So, yay! I like the color separation here of this being an actual red piece for the elbows. That's pretty cool. And it is a single jointed elbow, but it gets you a good 90 degrees. You can live with that. Ball joint mounted wrist like you do. I think that's actually supposed to be like a little weapon, and they just don't say anything about it. It's just there. Torso can rotate. No ab crunch. The side skirts do move, although I feel like I'm going to pop them off, so I'm not going to do a whole lot. Front skirt, I really dig that design. I like the thruster going on there. It is on a hinge to allow you to flip that up and kick pretty far forward. You got these big old chicken feet here. Those will go away. You've got a double jointed knee that can kick it way back there. This thing does move on a ball, or a hinge, I almost said ball joint. And yeah, so you can get a really good crunch there. You can see there's some really nasty paint right there in those little vents. They need to be painted, but they're a pain in the butt to paint. At least those were. The inside ones you can see are a heck of a lot cleaner. And there's no stickers for those particular things. I really like these long, extended, crazy looking legs. Like I said before, that's a wraparound sticker. Not bad. Not going to complain about it. You do get a ball joint, I believe, mounted up here, or a hinge. I can't recall. It's a ball joint on a hinge inside the foot. That's right. Okay. And the back foot prop does move. But to get it in its like standing mode, or its flying mode, so to speak, and I really wish they could have done this better, but you pull the toe off and you can see you've got a very strange looking keyhole there, and if you do it one way, you get displayed open toes, and if you turn it a little bit and slide it back in, you get that. So I mean, you could even get a weird stepped toe if you really want to. Come on, get in there. I really wish they probably could have put these on a ball joint or a hinge or something to make life easier. If it was a master grade or a 1/100, I could easily see them doing that. Now, if you drop the stand, use the hinge, close that down, and you just rotate the foot, the whole foot down. And now it's basically in fly around in space mode, just flight mode in general. I dig it. I dig it a lot. And she's still waving. Now, I said this was an accessory because she does actually have a normal fist holding hand, which is actually on the weapon. Which is here. And I've got it in its expanded attack mode because I was taking photos and I forgot to change it back. But this hand can totally hold on to this other handle here. No big deal, just kind of pop it off like so. And if you want to put this in compact mode, you just kind of use that double hinge there to rock these things closed. And so far, I have not been able to get it into quote-unquote fully closed mode to where it's like this, you know, where they're like all kind of equally touching. There's always like a little bit of space, and I don't get it. Like it's always a little bit of tension, kind of making it feel gappy. The other thing is this back part slides in and out for no real reason that I can tell. When assembling it, it has like a big like tab kind of on the inside, and I could not tell how exactly that was really doing anything. So I mean, that's the gun, that's the giant beam cannon, beam mega launcher as it were, and it's big. I mean, it's taller than her, no problem. And that's before you expand it. And yeah, yellow. Let's talk about the yellow. It's terrible. Had to paint it. Yellow paint is one of the hardest things in the world to paint, and the fact that it is a sandwiched piece made it worse. Because I painted one whole side before I realized there was an edge on the other piece, and then had to do it later. So it's on the inside, so I'm not going to fret about it too much. But it is annoying. So, and then also painted the emitter itself yellow on the inside. Though I guess if you really want to spray it out and do this number, where it can just... That's pretty cool. She can hold it like you do. Well, let me go ahead and put it into shooting mode again, just for the heck of it. And she has a handle right there. Tuck it up under the arm, and she can just hold it. Pretty cool. Actually balances pretty well. Polycaps hold on nicely. And if you do want to use the other hand to dual wield it, you can do that. I'm just honestly not going to bother. You guys can use your imagination, and it will do it, and as you can see in photos that I'll be posting another day. Now, the thing, I think this is a particle storage tank, if I had to guess. It just plugs in back here on the butt. And I built it, and I went, I don't know what this is for. Now this, it showed on the box, can extend outward like so. And I'm guessing that's for counterbalance. Because, I mean, like, you have this attachment out here, even with a big tab, or a slot, I should say. But that has no reference to the weapon itself, as far as I can tell. Because, like, if you're shooting it like this, there's nothing. So, I mean, even if you were to kick it back a little bit, there's not a whole lot of anything going on. Now, it does act as weapon storage, though, which I like. Because you guys know I love me some weapon storage. Fall days back down again. It's just, this whole review, it's just compacting this gun back and forth. Which I wish they had, like, beveled that edge a little bit, which is probably one reason it's a little bit wonky. Now you do have, there it is, you have this block, this T-peg right there, and you can make use of this, come back here, insert, and slide, and now it's locked in place, although it is potentially backwards. It probably needs to go the other way realistically, but it doesn't really matter, to be totally honest. And you can rotate it accordingly just because it's plugged into the butt. So yay for that. And one other thing it can do, which is pretty cool, it can actually imitate the thing, because this is technically the cockpit / GN drive. And you do get little wingies that open up on it, like so. But it's also the escape pod. And depending on how you want to do it, the easiest way is to just yank it out of the back. And you saw them use this several times. Now, mind you, this part is probably not important. So you can pull that out, jump the poly cap in there. It is a pain in the butt to put back. So you think, oh no, my mobile suit's exploding. You eject, open, and then fly away. This is a pretty cool feature that they didn't have to include as a whole separate piece, but they did, and I dig it. I wish I could have got something inside the little groove there where the jam particles tend to come out, but it is what it is. And gray paint there, and of course you guys know, it's my favorite dark gray ever. I like that they included this. It's intrinsic to the suit, but not necessarily the easiest thing to execute. But I dig it. I dig it a lot. This is one of my favorite ones so far, honestly, of this year. Actually, probably just in general, like one of my favorite kits that I've put together. It's something different, because I've done so many of the Gundams, and as you guys will see, of course, plenty of GNXs, but it's something different, and knowing that, you know, the Raphael eventually gets made from essentially this suit, maybe not exactly the Gadessa, but it might have come from one of its descendants, so to speak, because it's kind of like the earlier one in development, almost like the way the O Gundam is for the actual Gundams, but it's pretty cool. But speaking of, just for the heck of it, we'll bring out the O Gundam for comparison. That's pretty cool. And the Tyrian ground type. Not that they have anything to do with each other, but, you know, we're looking at stuff. I may as well be bringing out kits that, you know, we're looking at that go along with it. Alright guys, so final thoughts wise, I definitely suggest this kit. It is really, really cool. I like it. You will hate it for the things you need to paint and stuff like that. The gray details, that's no problem. Just a little bit of cleanup, no big deal. If you have spray paint or airbrush and you can do the insides of the cannon much easier, the launcher I should say, by all means, it needs it. As for trying to match this off greenish color to do stickers, I'd say just do the stickers. Even the like turquoisey color is probably better off using the stickers. They're not that offensive, to be totally honest, even considering they're from like 2010. And scary thing is, it can kind of hold the gun at full extension. Now the arm does drop a little bit at the actual torso, because you can see here it's a lot of weight for it to hold out, but it can hold it. I mean, it's pretty cool. You don't have to dual wield it, or two-hand it, so to speak. But it's a pretty cool suit. It was a very, very powerful suit. Definitely gave the Gundams a run for their money compared to some of the other GN-powered suits. And in fact, the Gadessa, along with several of its sister suits, were a match for the Gundams almost every time. So we'll be looking at another one sometime soon, but not quite now. But that's it for this review, guys. Make sure you give me a like if you really dig this girl and the big old cannon she comes with. And hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, do Double October pretty much every year for as long as I have something to look at. So go check out the previous Double October playlist. They'll be up in the eyeball up there or in the end credits. And guys, if you want to get a Double October shirt, it'll be linked in the description down below. You can see the shirt here. It is the quote-unquote tour shirt, as it were. So you have the logo on the front and all the dates for everything on the back. And I really do dig it. And of course, that logo was designed by Mr. Rodimus 13 at my request, and he did such a fantastic job on it. So definitely go buy a shirt and let him know that you really appreciate everything he did, and of course just to show your support for the channel. And if I have time at the end of this month, maybe I will do retro, so to speak, some year 1, year 2 Double October shirts. I think it'll be fun with the older logo. But guys, that's it. I will catch you on the next review, and remember, as always, keep on building.